Going back in time is old thinking, my friend. I was working off a cutting-edge theory of making time come forward to you. My life's work, decades, centuries really, of research and experimentation, and I really had it cracked. Turns out there's a magic spell for it. Who knew?
Hello, every pony, bronies and Pegasisters of all ages. I am the Nate Dam Z, and welcome to another episode of Like a Ditzy Do, a video blog about the My Little Pony collectible card game. And while working on the outline for last episode, some very interesting pictures surfaced. Namely, pictures of a Dr. Who's mane, which is blue, and yet another Twilight Sparkle mane. She's still purple, but she is wearing the outfit and eye patch from It's About Time. What's even more interesting is that the set symbols on the bottom corners of the cards are new. Now, while High Magic wasn't out at the time I was working on the last episode, Enterplay had shown us pictures, so we did see its set symbol. And yeah, it's very different from the ones pictured here. Then the name Sands of Time started to float around. Now, some have speculated that Sands of Time is just the name of set number 7, while most seem to think it's another 2-player starter set, a la Rock and Rave. For my part, I really hope it's the latter. There's just something about those 2-player sets that I just love. To the point, even when I have all I need for both collections and decks, I'm still tempted to buy them when I run into them at a store. I gave the Pinkie Pie Fluttershy set to my ex-girlfriend when we started dating, pretty much for the sole reason of giving into that temptation. It could be the mains. Yeah, Premier Pinkie Pie is kinda but Premier Fluttershy is as close to broken as the original mains got. And then Rock and Rave happened. I sometimes like to refer to the mod main as Mod Pie, Destroyer of Worlds, because by Sunbutt, if any main in the game is broken, it's her. Possible to flip on turn 1, and the possibility to reach up to 7 power. DJ Pond 3 is pretty ridiculous too, what with her draw infinite cards ability. Oh, okay, the main itself only lets you draw once per turn, but drawing cards is Pink's shtick. That's what Pink does, let you draw an insane amount of cards. Heck, Lionel is even pictured on the MLP version of an infamous Overpower card. These two mains are so ridiculous that they have taken just about every top spot in every tournament that has happened since this set came out. I think the figure I was told when I asked about it was something along the lines of top 10 is always split evenly between the two, and number 1 is always mod. It's gotten to the point that I think some of the cards to come out in the last 3 sets have been specifically made to help counter these two. I know I'm not the only one who's noticed that there are now resources that can be played on main characters. And as for the new Twilight and our favorite pony Time Lord, it remains to be seen, but I think we have a couple potential winners here. What's really curious to me, though, is that they brought back the 5 counters gimmick from Crystal Games, which already has some people frustrated because, just like Bubbly Mare, their abilities are pretty sweet. Dr. Who's Time Walker joins the ranks of mains with no flipped ability. However, he does have a home limit of 4 on both sides, and like his 2 counterparts, his flipped side has no ability because the process of flipping him lets you do something completely awesome. In the Good Doctor's case, he gives you an extra turn. Now, I can't speak for every pony, but that makes him my favorite of the three. So many times for me, the game has come down to, if only I can score X amount of points before my turn is over, I will win. That can basically happen a lot easier now. The counter thing is kind of worrisome, especially since in this case you only get one if you win a face-off, but I trust Enterplay. They do listen to feedback, and we don't know what kind of cards these guys are going to bring with them to the game. And if nothing else, trust me, I snap my fingers. I can totally snap my fingers. Twilight Sparkle Paradox Pony is also really good at first glance. First of all, her time counters will be easier to gather as she gets them the first time a player scores a point each turn. Once the game gets going, that will add up really fast. And her flipped ability. Pay 3 action tokens to put a friend from your hand into play. At the end of your turn, put that friend into your hand. So for 3 measly action tokens, you can literally play any friend in the entire game. Really want to run purple and orange but think Rainbow Dash Sonic Rainboom is just the coolest? Do it! Want to run a mono purple deck but think it'll be fun to include an ultra rare of the other 5 of the main 6? Do it! Want to play some of those awesome friends with a super high cost for less than you're supposed to? Do it! And again, this can be triggered as often as you want as long as you have the action tokens to pay for it. And you're running purple. If you don't have at least some extra action tokens, you're doing it wrong. And the strawberry on top is at the end of your turn, that friend goes back into your hand. So, if you have some of those awesome friends that have a really awesome ability that triggers when the friend enters play.
Now, why did we come here again?
So yes, I'm really excited for these two. And I really do hope it's another 2-player set. Even if these sets didn't tend to come with really awesome mains, I think I'd still be really excited for more of these. In fact, I would lose a lot of my enthusiasm if it was revealed that, in fact, Sands of Time really is the name for set number 7, and these are just going to be the mains for the new theme decks. Because if that's the case, then this Twilight is just that. Another Twilight.
I'm so sorry I didn't get here sooner. I didn't get your messages until just now because I was caught in this time travel loop, and honestly, it was the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. Make that the second strangest.
I'll still be pretty excited for Dr. Hooves, though. Because we'll have mains for 5 out of the other 6.
My suit has vanished and this was the only thing left in my closet. How do I look?
Like a million bits.
Great wickering stallions! Look at the time! We'd better get inside. Allons-y!
What about you folks? Do you have an opinion on 2-player starter sets? Are you worried that these mains are from the mysterious 2-player plus trainer that has been on pre-order for over a year and Enterplay has officially said is not coming out? Must ModPie be stopped, no matter the cost? Please leave me your comments, as I'd love to talk about this some more with you guys. Till then, I guess I'll go back to drooling over high magic spoilers on the MLP CCG wiki. Like a Ditzy do.